Alright, we're here today to go over the Xbox One Elite controller. We're going to take a look to see if it's really worth that hefty price of $150. So let's take a look. Alrighty, so the first thing you're going to notice in this picture is the new amazing look the Xbox Elite controller has. The surface of the whole controller is made out of rubber. It has nice texture on the back so it could be used as a better grip. You notice all the classic buttons are there. Everything's in the same spot. Nothing's really moved around. The bumpers and the triggers are, I feel like they're slightly more comfortable. Maybe the edge on the trigger, it's a little bit more of a curve. If you take a look there, if you can see on the back, you can see where the four paddles are. Your basic battery input is right there. Overall, this controller is definitely a huge step up on the look and the feel compared to the standard Xbox One controller. The grip is amazing. It just feels solid. It's more comfortable in the hands. Let's take a look at the case it comes with. The Xbox Elite controller comes with this cool little case. As you can see, it's pretty solid. It's hard. It's like a strong felt of some sort. It zippers. On the inside here, it's got a whole bunch of little compartments so you can put in all your little add-ons, the extra D-pad, the other joysticks, the paddles, because it all comes on and off, no problem. And if you got to transport the controller, it safely and securely fits right in just like that. Zip it up, take it away, you got to go, no problem. So the case is definitely a hard material. I mean, you could take your controller, it'll protect it from most things. You could throw it at the fucking wall if you really wanted to and see how it holds up, but everything in there seems like it's doing pretty good. Most of the buttons on the face are interchangeable and very easy to just take right on and off. Look at that. Right out. No problem. Comes out everything. Take out the D-pad, the joysticks. If I turn it around, you could also remove the paddles. No problem. This D-pad's a little more for directional precision because you see it's got the corners right there you could press. I prefer the original one because I do play a lot more old school games like the classic Mega Man and Sega games and arcade beat-em-ups on the Xbox store. There's 3 different pairs of joysticks that it comes with. I call this one the precision joystick. As you can see, it's a bit longer. Everything in the controller is magnetized, so awesome. Goes right in, no problem. But if you take a look at this, you could even put one normal joystick in and then one long one. If you look at it on this angle, you can see you have the precision joystick in and you have the regular one in case you wanted to have the same feel with the left thumbstick and then maybe more precise aiming or driving or turning or whatever you're doing with this one on the right side. An amazing feature with the Elite controller is that you can actually map using the Xbox accessory app any of the buttons to how you like, and you could set a few presettings. So you have it maybe set your Call of Duty setting, you could set your Streets of Rage 2 setting if you'd like. You can map them to any of the paddles or any of the buttons on the front of the controller. The paddles are very sensitive. If you don't like the use of them, you can just double tap the sync button over here and that'll turn off the paddles for gameplay. The controller also comes with a hair trigger setting, which I really like. I think it's fantastic for any shoot 'em up game. I leave it on all the time. Those are your switches for it right here. You leave it up, turns off the hair trigger, put it down, you now have a hair trigger. It's much less of a pull for the gun to actually go off. A lot of fun when you're using semi-automatic weapons in the Call of Duty series. Some people may accidentally hit these levers when they're playing, so the way I grip the controller, I like to remove this one down here. I utilize the first 3, but I like to have a solid grip in the back, so when I hold the controller, it's no problem. I have just one taken out, and all the other ones work perfectly. So you could take out, put in whichever ones you want, however it's fit to your hand. One of the drawbacks of this controller that I keep reading is that the bumpers and triggers may be a little weak, that the durability isn't all there, contrary to the rest of the controller being made out of hard rubber and actual metal. You could feel it in there. That's not breaking from any light falls. But as for throwing it against a brick wall or even dropping it on a tile floor on the head of the controller, let's call it, the shoulders, it definitely seems like it's possible that could do some damage. I heard the durability of the controller is outstanding. Besides that point I brought up before, the bumpers and the triggers may tend to loosen or stick up in the end. But one of my fans suggested that we give it, just a little durability test on camera for you guys at home to take a look at. You guys are sick, you know that. You really expected me to shoot the thing with a fucking shotgun. Yeah, that's what I was told to do with it, by the way. But moving on from that. This controller is clearly a luxury controller. It's for the pros, for the Call of Duty professionals, Battlefield, any other precision shooters or multiplayer games, racing games, maybe even some of the sports games. But only if you play very competitively and you're going to need those extra reflexes in a fraction of a second to beat out your opponent. In Call of Duty especially, the whole point is, let's say, you map the front buttons like, let's say you map sprint and reload and jump to the 3 paddles. You now, essentially, never have to remove your finger from the aiming joystick. So you're now running around and you're aiming at the guy and you want to jump or you want to fucking drop shot or any of that dumb shit. That's it right there. Just press the paddle. Never have to leave to do this. So as I'm jumping, as I'm drop shotting, as I'm crouching, I still have the ability to aim. There's a learning curve with the paddle. It's going to take some getting used to, but if you're going to play on that really pro level, the learning curve is definitely worth it. So I just finished up playing a match of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 with the standard Xbox One controller. I did okay. I went 14-12. So. But now, let's put the controller to the real test and play a match with the Elite controller and see if there's any difference. Here we go. Right. Take A. Yep. Moving over to B. Yeah. Alright. Got one. Johnny, what are you doing? Johnny, what are you doing? There's no guys there. Johnny, why are you going into C, Johnny? We have A and B. Johnny, get back from C, Johnny! Get back! Get back from C, Johnny! Alright. Ball and move on. Alright, come on back, Coven. Guys at A. He's at A, Johnny! Johnny! Johnny, I told you he's at fucking A, Johnny! I got it covered. Your fucking mine was there! Johnny, you walked in there right before me. You could have told me they put the mine down. Johnny, how do you not call that out? How do you not call it out? He's sitting there. He's got the fucking Gorgon with the rapid fire just sitting there. You let me run around the corner? Just take the food. Why is no one taking me? What? You shut the fuck up. MLG my ass. Yeah, is that your mother I hear in the background? Yeah. Ask her how she liked it when she sat on my fucking face last night. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. 10 years Call of Duty experience, loud and proud. Look at my KD after this, you... Johnny! Johnny, get off the wall, Johnny! Get off the wall! He's running around with just a fucking knife. I can't take this. God! Johnny! 20 hit markers! Alright, so there you have it. There was one full match played with the new Elite controller, and it was a pretty good match. I finished 18-2. It was a domination match. We had a good team. We worked well together. I think the final score was like 290. And so, yeah, definitely, it was a little hard getting used to the paddles at first, but I played around with it a little bit before, so I was kind of comfortable. And all in all, I had a good match. So it's definitely a great controller. It's amazingly comfortable. You just feel like a boss when you're using it. When it comes down to it, if you're not going to be playing very, very competitive matches or in tournaments or putting 40-plus hours a week into some type of multiplayer gaming, if you're not playing in that competitive atmosphere, $150 in tax, think like $165, that's almost the price of 3 games that you can buy. Shit, if you were living in a box in 2015, you can go out and buy Metal Gear, Bloodborne, and Fallout all in one shot. Or you can get your Elite controller and you could go home and you could play with it. Definitely a top tier controller that's going to give you an edge on gameplay, but it's up to you to decide if you really want to spend $150. I could have waited for it to come down a little bit more in price. So that's it on the Elite controller. Till next time, Tman out.